Hello everyone and welcome to Foundations. We are still in Unit 4 and basically we are still talking about suffixes, but I just wanted to squeeze in something about vowel teams, which we've been talking about since the beginning of the year. So let's look at some of the vowel teams, some of the vowel digraphs that we've learned already this year. On the left side, we have AI and AY, and they both make the A sound. So AI can be remembered with the word bait. Okay, like when you go fishing, you use bait. And AY can be remembered by using the word play. Now, there are other ways of making the A sound, but these are the two that we've worked on so far. Then if we move into the next column, we have three ways of making the long E sound. So for EA, we have eat. And we have to be careful with this one because EA is sometimes a short E, like head. And it makes several other sounds also. So we're going to keep our eye on this one because it could be five or six different sounds actually. And then we had EE, which we can remember with the word Jeep. And of course, we have EY, which we said always goes at the end of a syllable, and we use the word key to help us remember that. Okay, and there are many other ways of making the long E sound also. This isn't all of them. Then in the third column, we talked about ways that we could make the long O sound. So we had OA, which we used for boat, and OE, which we used for words like toe. And then a tricky one was with OW, which was a long O in words like snow, but it could also be ow in words like plow or cow or down. So we've got to be careful with this one as well. And we've also learned the oi sound, which can be made with an OY or an OI. The OI is in words like coin or join, and the OY is in words like toy and enjoy. Okay, so I know it's a lot of vowel teams, and we're about to add a lot more on the next slide. Remember, we're going to get back to all of these in the spring, and we're really going to look at them in detail and look at a lot of words that have these sounds. Okay, so let's move on. Now, if you thought the previous slide was confusing, get ready for this one. All of the vowel teams that you see here make the oo sound. So OU makes an oo sound like the one we hear in the word soup. But there's a problem because OU also makes an ow sound like trout, like the fish, trout, or in the word shout. So OU can be oo like soup and group, and it can be ow like trout and shout and about. Then we have OO, which also makes the oo sound like in school. But unfortunately, this one's not that easy either because it can also be book and look. Hear the difference? School, book. Okay, so far OU and OO both make the oo sound like soup and school, but remember, they have another sound that they make. Then we move on to UE. UE can be remembered with words like blue. No problem, right? Oh, but there is, because it also gives us a word like this, rescue. And it's not the same as blue. Listen to blue. It's blue. Just goes right to the oo sound like soup, school, blue. But UE also makes a U sound like rescue and Q. So We have to be careful there. And finally, EW. EW also makes the oo sound like chew. And guess what? Finally, there's no tricky second sound to worry about here. So, just to review, these four vowel teams, OU, soup, OO, school, UE, blue, EW, chew, they can all make the same sound. We just have to be careful because the ones with the red boxes can make another sound as well. Okay, and we will get into much more detail later. Okay, now let's get to some practice words, not with these sounds, but with the suffixes that we've been working on in Unit 4. Okay, so today you have 10 practice words. Here we go. The first one is pray. Pray. She likes to pray before she goes to bed. And here it is. Your next word is praise. Praise. She also prays before dinner every night. Praise. Okay, here it is. The next one is prayer. Prayer. She also likes to say a prayer when she wakes up in the morning. Prayer. Prayer. Okay, let's have a look at it. Your next one is praying. Praying. I am praying for snow this year. A lot of it. Praying. Okay, let me show you how that's spelled. And prayed. Prayed. I prayed last year for snow, but we got very little. Prayed. Okay, and here's that word. Your next one is walk. Walk. I think I'll go out for a walk today. Walk. Okay, and let me show you that word. The next one is walks. Walks. He walks his dog every afternoon. Walks. Okay, and there it is. The next one is walker. Walker. Sometimes students say, Mr. P, I'm not taking the bus home today. I'm a walker. Okay, and let's see if you have what I have. The next one is walking. Walking. I always see her walking on the boardwalk. Walking. Okay, do you have it? Let's see. And the last one is walked. Walked. I walked from my home to school every day. Walked. All right, and here's that word. Okay, how did you do? Hopefully you knew the base word. And then you remembered that all you do is just snap the suffix onto the end. The base word doesn't change. Okay? Okay. Now make sure you have all of these written twice. The way you thought it was spelled the first time, and then the correct spelling. If you had it correct the first time, you still have to write it again. Okay, that's very important. And you know what? Thinking about the word walked, the weather was so nice recently over the weekend that's what I did for a long time. And I hope you went out and walked yesterday too. It was beautiful. All right, boys and girls, that's the end of Fundations. Keep working on those worksheets and those suffixes. You can do any ones you like. Try to do 3 today, okay? Have a wonderful day. The end.